Welcome to the channel. Again, this week on our weekly discussion, we've got Pokemon Go, we've got Dark Phantasma, so many cards, also a bit of news on Astral Radiance, and then some little bit of extra nuggets in there for you as well. So, we're going to get straight into it. Pokemon Go, right. When I first heard the news, I was a little bit on the fence. We didn't really know much about it. We compared it to Detective Pikachu, where you could see the artwork on the front of the booster pack actually came into fruition, and they were the artworks, right? So the Charizard that everyone chased out that set was on the front. So when we saw the booster pack artwork for Pokemon Go, we were a little bit like, meh, it was all right, you know. And now we've seen the cards come out. I think
the other way around.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much down for this. I'm down for this. So so I'll pop some cards up on the screen somewhere as we go through. You've probably seen them by now, I would imagine. But yeah, Sam, just like how do you feel about this set? Like, it's going to be a holiday set. It's going to be like an in between your normal sets. Are you collecting it? Like, are you down?
Yeah, man. I'm really excited. I think my main collection, as you guys know, is different to everybody else. But if I ever look at a set to think, you know what, shall I collect this? Shall I try and complete it? Sets like this get me excited. It's a set where it stands almost alone. I know it's playable and things as well, but for me, as a like aesthetic side of things, it's got some wicked Gen 1 Pokemon in it. And to me, I'm just like, oh, this is so cool. There's some really, really cool stuff in it. I think to me, it looks like a fairly small set. So yeah, I'm definitely up for this one.
It looks good, doesn't it? And it is nice because it's a little bit like the English set is going to be as small as a normal Japanese set.
Yeah.
And they're both dropping at the same time, I believe. I think they're both dropping on the same day.
Beginning of July, isn't it?
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But I've saw the Mewtwo card, and it does look good as a V-Star, don't it? It does. It looks beautiful, like a mummy used to make as a as a V-Star. But I do love the V, though. I do love the V. It's just got some of that like OG anime vibe to it, and whenever that happens in an artwork, it triggers me, but in a good way. Like, I've got to have it. I've got to have it. Like, it just looks so good.
Yeah, I prefer the V's over the V-Star of that Mewtwo as well. Like, they're absolutely wicked. I think they're so, and I think as well for me, as to see the English box, the ETB in English, with the Mewtwo on it, all in blue. That I say positively, but triggers me bad.
Well, they've done an really alternate one as well, and they've done like a promo one. Which is going to be interesting. Mainly just because I don't know where. I'm primarily Japanese collector, so for English we know it's going to be in a box. As promos usually are in English. Japanese, I don't know yet that I've seen, unless I have and I forgot, because I do that a lot lately.
I guess it will be one of the thinner boxes, though, won't it? Like the battle region type boxes, I'd have thought.
Yes. And talking about that. Radiant Charizard, Radiant Blastoise, and Radiant Venasaur. So it's come out. It was on the Pokemon website that alongside Shiny Eevee, we're going to be getting the Shiny Kanto big chunky starters, which is obviously great news. Everyone wants to hear it. I'm pretty sure for English collectors that's going to be great news, because it's going to be just like celebrations, I would imagine, where they're in packs. I can't imagine them pulling them out and putting them into like collection boxes. That doesn't really sound right to me. However, OK J-Love did put up a video the other day which tweaked my little earlobes, because he thinks, from what the information he's gathered, they might do a similar thing to how they did celebrations in Japan, where you have the set in the little booster box, and then you have these promo packs, which of course, unless we hear otherwise, the same as any other Japanese promo pack, they can be searched. You're gonna have to find a really good supplier, etc, etc. I'll be honest, I think I disagree with this, but I'll explain why in a minute. But have you got any thoughts on, like, what's your side, what's your perspective? Like, have you heard anything on whether it's going to be promo packs or if you're going to get them loose or what?
Yeah, so I saw that video as well, but I don't know if I've seen it somewhere else or if I just have that in my memory as well. But for some reason, maybe it's just wishful thinking, but I'm hoping that if they do it in that style, they do them as box toppers, because I know they used to do them and Digimon do them. There's loads of, it's quite an easy thing to do, I'd have thought. Put them inside the box so people buy the full box, because or, I don't know, or maybe people just crack down on people selling them, and you don't buy off the people that are selling them separately, or what really. But yeah, you're gonna have to get a good supplier that you trust, that they haven't gone through and taken all the Charizards and given you all the others. So
yeah, I mean, it's just it pains me as a Japanese collector. That is one thing that pains me. The only two issues that I've got with Japanese really is that they don't do enough random items like collection boxes, and I mean they do decks.
Oh yeah,
they do decks, but they don't really do collection boxes. They did do one with Starbirth, I thought was pretty cool, with the Leafeon and Glaceon, but they don't really do enough like different kind of products
compared to the English as well.
Yeah, exactly right. They don't do enough, in my opinion. There's that, which is a massive issue. It's just I would like more to spend my money on. And the only other thing, is the promo packs, which I don't understand why they don't use thicker plastic, or like just use thicker plastic, or put like another card in there, like we got code cards, right?
Yeah.
Like, why are you not surely you know exactly what's going on right now, yeah? I mean, obviously it's good news for me, right? Because I know that everyone's going to be searching them, taking out the Charizards, and we'll shove Blastoise in there. That's cool for me. I will take that Blastoise all day. But a shiny Charizard, how can you not possibly want to grab that card?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's and I am a little bit like cautious and probably anxious about if it does come out in promo packs. That's probably gonna probably upset me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that they might, in my mind of how I would do it, is I would put a promo card that has something to do with you being able to redeem Charizard in the game, like, so that there's another card in there so that you get the Charizard and the promo card. Obviously you'd still be able to see through it and whatever, but just as the idea of having another card in there would be really cool if it was now redeem this on the game, or because I've seen them cards somewhere. I think it was with the Eevee, maybe for the English, and I was thinking actually that'd be a better way to try and do it. You could still probably jostle the cards around the sea, but
they did one. There was a Piplup promo that came, and I had a couple of sealed ones, and they had like a 20. All they did, it was just a blue piece of card in the back of the sealed cellophane, which obviously the sealed wrapping was literally see through. But you had the little card in there that was just, 25th anniversary, blah, blah, blah. That's all they need to do. Just like a little, like advertising Pokemon Go. Like, something like that. Yeah, exactly. The reason why I think I disagree on that level, though, is because I can't see. They've confirmed that the Radiant, Japanese will be sparkling when the sparkling Eevee is in the set, like the actual set. And I just can't see them putting one sparkling Pokemon in the set and 3 of them not, and putting them as promos. Also, to back up my point, facts, people, facts, right? Here we go. If there's anything I know about Japanese promo packs, it is this. There is only ever one big hitting card, right? So gym promos, for example. You'll get gym promo packs when you take part in TCG tournaments, etc. Or when you buy stuff, right? And there'll always be between maybe 6 to 8, sometimes a push 9 cards. There will always only ever be one V card, and then there will be one trainer in there. Like I got like a dish of curry once. That was weird. Yeah, and the rest are like non-hollows, right? They're still cool because they're promos, but there's only ever one V. The announcement was on the Pokemon Center was Radiant, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, but then there was also some artworks where there was like alternate versions. So I think the Mewtwo counts, but there's also alternate versions of like the Melmetal and there was another one as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so imagine they're not going to put 3 alternate artworks and 3 Radiant Pokemon in one booster pack, because then you're getting a massive hit either way. And also they advertise on their website about it being a new game mechanic, and they're trying to kind of push it in the way I read the sales copy. So to me, it doesn't make sense, especially because the Japanese have probably got a higher percentage of physical players than we have.
Would it work if it was like a god pack, like the 100 starter decks, where it's a god pack where one pack every now and then will have all of them in?
Maybe, but then if they did that, what are the other cards they're putting in?
No, I'm not in the. I meant in the general set.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. So you're saying that what if there's a god pack in the box that has those in? Maybe. You mean like how Celebrations did like the VUD and stuff? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. That's not a bad shout, you know. But I do think you're right. I think doing something like maybe a box topper or just having them not sealed, that's the easiest option in my opinion. If they really want to do promo packs, which I can see why from a sales, I get it. But it's a bit crap because that means I've got to pay for them when people buying them are getting them for free. But it is what it is, if it's any way you're going to get them.
And they're not available in England, and they're only available,
right? Not for sale outside Japan. Then that's cool. But just please, just try and make it easier on us. Do you know what I mean? And but yeah. So I think personally they will be in the set.
Yeah.
I'm not confirming this, so don't anyone come back to me and be like, "You said." I'm not saying.
I'm writing this down, mate.
Yeah,
Marty said.
I'm not saying go out and buy a box. I mean, to be honest, if I were you, I would probably watch your favorite streamer if they open them, or YouTuber. Yeah. Try and get a feel for actually. I mean, we should know. I reckon we should know before release day.
Yeah.
Because you'll have people like Neon Cactus who pretty much get stuff on release day, if not a couple of days before. He'll have them, no doubt. So I'm going to be keeping my very close eye on his channel. Travis Flips is another one. So I'm going to keep an eye on them. If not, I'm going to see what happens. Like when they do hit the shelves in the UK, I will be asking stores now if they know. I did ask with Celebrations, and no one really knew until like last minute anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a wonder if it is promos, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. But talking about English though, saying that English are going to just have them in the sets. Talking of English as sets, Astral Radiance. There's now they've had their 35 cards announced.
Yes.
I want to know what your thoughts are. I mean, I'm just quickly scrolling through.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that they've slipped a Galarian Mr. Rhyme V in there, which was a promo, I believe, in Japanese. Yeah. I don't really know. What do you think is going to happen with the Radiant Greninja and stuff like that? Do you think they're actually going to come out at least holo?
I'm hoping I mean, if they're doing it as a new game mechanic, they'll come through as they are, will they? I don't know. What do you think? Are you thinking no?
We'll see. I looked at this. Everyone was kicking off because their screenshots were non-holo, right? But then I looked back and I was like, they don't really actually show you the holo card. They just go, oh, this is the card. They never actually show you the holo. So I'm wondering whether it's going to come out as a standard holo. Is it going to is it going to come out with the same holo pattern as Japanese?
It's got to. It does. Yeah, I'm just looking at it now. I can see it as well. Radiant Greninja, Radiant Pokemon Rule. It's got to, mate. It's got to.
Do you know what I mean?
Because it looks so good in Japanese.
Bit cheeky of them putting the Darkrai in there. Now we said this just before we started recording, because I still need to get that in Japanese because it came in a deck box, so I've got to buy that separately.
Does look cool.
Which means I don't get an alternate Darkrai. I'm very, very sad about that. I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but it would have been nice. It would have been nice. You've got all the Calyrex in there. You've got Zapdos, so I don't know whether they're going to put Articuno and Moltres in there as well. I don't know. Maybe, but looking at so Trainer Gallery 18 is Calyrex. 19 is Zapdos, but then 21 is Zacian. So there's only room there for one bird.
Yeah, but if they're different types, what types are the other two? They might fit later and earlier, mate. I don't know. 14, 15, 17, and 18 are all Psychic Calyrex. So Articuno could go TG 16. Yeah, that would make sense.
So there you go.
There we
We
go.
worked that one out. So that's a thought. But yeah, so I think they're doing it, and they're kind of bumping it back. So like they're trying to make English sets a little bit smaller. Clearly not doing very well. But they're trying to make them a bit smaller and pushing them back. But I feel like that's a bit like a payday loan to me. Like, let's cut them out of this set, put them in the next set. But then in the next set, oh, well, now we haven't got 50 cards. Now we've got 100 cards we need to move. I'll put them back. Like, at some point, English is just going to go.
You're going to have to use them.
The same as they did with Fusion Strike.
Yeah.
Here's loads of extra cards for no reason in a random set. Deal with it. Like, what do you want me to do about it? But that was just like mega fast. That was like fast paced. Just bare cards, bare news, bare in your face. There you go. Facts. But before we go, you, Sam, do you want to just mention a quick something that you found on the Tinterwebs today? So I will put the link to this in the description if you want to check it out. It does look pretty cool. So yeah, Sam, take it away. What did you find?
Cool. So for me, I collect like really obscure. Well, I don't know if they're really obscure, but I feel not general sort of household stuff. So with Pokemon, like Pokemon cards that are like playing cards, Japanese Uno cards, snap games called Old Maid. This is really amazing artworks. Very cool. So I collect that sort of stuff, and I'm always on the lookout for it. I like the Japanese, like the code cards that you get in the Japanese sets. They have like little games and stuff on. And I saw today on, I think it was on Twitter somewhere, that there's a new game coming out. Or it's an old game, but they're basing it around Pokemon, called Point Salad. And I won't explain the rules because I've just been watching YouTube and watching people playing it, so I don't profess to know them that well. But it looks like quite a cool game. And basically, they're doing with this set, they're bringing Eevee into it and its evolutions, or most of their evolutions. And it's kind of like a desktop board game where you all sit around a table. You can see what each other's hands are, and you just got to try and outwit your other players. Kind of a bit like Uno, really, but a bit more in depth. And it just looks wicked, mate. The artwork's really nice. Unfortunately, they're missing out Glaceon. Who are they missing out? Glaceon. Leafeon, isn't it? Yes. So yeah, they're missing them two out because the game only has 7 cards, so you haven't really got much choice. But it just looks wicked, mate. I'm definitely getting it. It's coming out in Korea soon. It says soon isn't good enough for me, so I'll find out some other answers. But it looks really smart.
Nice. I'll have to check that out, man. I'm down for a cheeky family night board game with some
have a game night.
Cheeky bevies. But yeah, man, there we go. That was me. That was Sam. And I hope you enjoyed this week's discussion. If you did, like and subscribe. And also hit that notification bell because we are going to be doing probably one of our biggest openings yet in about a week or two when the Dark Phantasma, the new set drops. We're going to be opening as many boxes as we possibly can. And it'll be live here on YouTube. So I guess we'll catch you then. Peace.